And hi, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics. Here we have our 1960 Bedford CA Dormobile. Now I've been asked to create a short video showing the roof extended. Oops, sorry for the finger in the shot there. And as you can see, quite a faithful reproduction has been made of what the original roof would have looked like, which is a stripy material. Now I'll see if I can get around here a bit. Excuse the dust on the roof, but you will be seeing two large skylights and then an opening vent at the top, and that is the original format of the roofs that were fitted in these Dormobiles. And I'm going to show you inside, which is quite straightforward. In fact, if I step up and get inside, I'm going to try and demonstrate my eye level is looking out this window, and then you have that much on top, so it's quite a peak up there. I'd say that's probably, I'm 6 foot, so that's probably another, I'm guessing somewhere between 8 and 8 foot, maybe a couple of inches. And so the roof itself is all new, and it's been recreated to be a faithful copy of what the original would have been. You've got these two legs which come up here, and if I were to press this button, it would unlock from this hole, and then this piston would, or this would come down into this sprung frame. These are the handles that you use here and here to push the roof up and into position. And then this is the rather spacious area. Now, of course, back in the old days, there would have been a system here where you would have had something running across these two areas, and that would have created a bunk bed. Certainly nothing you would be supporting off this quite small frame. But this is the roof, and this has been nicely done. This is all grey and painted, and someone's recreated the a latch system to keep this vent open to get a bit of fresh air. And then you've got these eye level windows here and here. Now there really isn't much in the back of this van. We've got a small low cupboard which has got a couple of latches on, and there's a bit of that spare material in here, and just basically a very small cupboard. Actually, there is a long thin cupboard which fits in there, which is just inside our workshop. The sides have been finished with a timber that have been varnished, that look rather nice, and you've got the opening window here. Same the other side. These boxes go over the wheel arches. Obviously this one's covered by the box. You've heard me talk about the rock and roll bed, and this is it. So this is quite a substantial fella here. It actually sits on two rails, and it is possible to remove it. It's bulky, heavy, but kind of that's what you want from a safety point of view. It's quite heavy when it's in the vehicle. It's also fitted with a couple of seat belts, so if you're touring with little ones, there's proper 3-point seat belts, and with a bit of maneuvering, this turns into a bed, and it is the same colour as the front seat, which are grey padded. I'm guessing they look like, I'm guessing they're Jaguar seats, maybe Mark II Jaguar. I'm not sure about those headrests, but they are very comfy seats compared to the originals. And there's that dashboard in the front. Now, I've also been asked to start the engine, so let's see if I can combine that into one activity. Let's just show you with the door shut. We've got the leather straps keeping those doors in place, and that's how with the door shut, and that just goes like so. And let's go around to the front. As I say, the seats are quite sizable and comfortable. I want to say they're Mark II Jaguar seats, but I'm not 100% sure, but they are certainly very, very comfy. Now I'm just in the dashboard area. There's a little clock here. There's a series of lights, toggles, which pull out and illuminate for various controls. The starter button here, and the choke is over here, and there's the old Dormobile. And I think people probably know what's behind there. Oh, there it is. In fact, you probably haven't had an opportunity to see the engine too well from any previous videos, but I'm hoping that you'll see that this engine is in very nice shape. that's the starter coming out the back there. It's all painted up, including the rocker cover. That's the fuel pump just there. That's the original design air filter and carburetor, and that's all rather nicely popped away in there. So let's put that in there, and if you ever wonder why it was a little bit noisy in the front of a CA, that's why. Anyway, back to start the engine. This is the gear selector here, which is a 4-speed box, which is actually mounted as a column control. There's my clutch pedal down there. And what I do, I just switch on the ignition, which is here, and that's the correct lights to turn on lights up here as well. I've got a bit of choke, which I'll use a little bit of choke. Engine's cold, and then over here is my starter button. And she's starting up quite nicely. I'm going to leave her running on a little bit of choke. Oh, I'm sorry, that was in gear. So let's take it out of gear and try that manoeuvre again. There we are. I think a bit safer to take my foot off the clutch now. Let's step out and go around the front. And I'm going to switch her off again. Let's give it a little rev for you as well. Okay, now let's just walk back from where I've just put this roof up and give you an idea of the size of that. Quite considerable extension to the roof size. Let's have a walk round. And there she is. You have to forgive me, this has literally just come out of our dusty storage shed to make this video for you. And I'm hoping that gives you what you need to see. Let's have a little look from this angle. Obviously those lovely sliding doors. Those front seats are very comfy. We have rubber matting and the floor step here. It's nice to have the vehicle identification number just screwed in onto the side there. That's that rear seat upright, ready for passengers. Obviously a fair bit of space at the moment because we've got the roof up. But this is the blank canvas I spoke of in the back with seat belts. And hopefully that is helpful to your needs. Thank you.